I saw this today on the Twitters, and the shit libs are all aglow. Kurt, they are all aglow. They're happy. This is Rob Reiner, the biggest shit lib in the world. So people, you'd think he would have followed politics a little closer than the dumbest guy at TYT, but Rob Reiner didn't.
What I like is how passionate he is, and you know he doesn't know much about it at all. Like, that's all you hear. There's a possibility that something he put our nation in danger. I know it, and it's like Christmas. They're just waiting for Santa to come. They're still doing it. So here's Rob Reiner. He tweeted out, and it got 91,000 likes. So this was very popular. After a lifetime of criminality, unlike Joe Biden.
Yes.
After a lifetime of criminality, Trump will be indicted. He led an armed insurrection to overthrow the United States government, then stole highly classified documents that put our nation in danger. He is a traitor. He will be indicted. The walls are closing in. 90. They were going nuts on Twitter over this. This guy doing yes, it's gonna happen finally. 2 years after he got out of office, we're gonna get him. It's good. I like seeing like the summation of like what of like shitlib thought. Yes, that's it. Like, so okay, that's what you think he did. Now back to the honest politicians. Now we got rid of Trump. We just have the good guys left. He led an armed insurrection. And the Viking hat guy. There was no armed. No, there was no armed. Nobody had guns. No, he doesn't even know that. It's like Kyle Rittenhouse killed those 3 black guys. Yeah, and it turns out he killed 3 white guys. Yeah. So, but the walls are closing in. Remember this? Donald Trump's done. He's done. There's no question about that. He's done.
Breaking news.
A bombshell.
Today is a turning point. Today was historically bad for President Trump.
Today was a turning point.
A turning point.
We're at a turning point here.
The beginning of the end for the Trump presidency.
The beginning of the end.
And breaking news.
We have another bombshell.
Mike Pence might have to assume the office of the presidency.
The call for impeachment.
Rumblings of the word impeachment.
Breaking news.
Another bombshell out of the White House.
I believe this is the beginning of the end.
I do too.
It's really the beginning of the end.
The beginning of the end.
He may be feeling the walls closing in on him.
All the walls closing in on him.
The walls closing in on him.
Breaking news, a new bombshell.
One astrologer says this means the beginning of the end for President Donald Trump.
The beginning of the end of the Trump presidency.
Trump will resign.
Trump is going to resign.
Is this the tipping point? I know we've said it over and over.
You think this is a tipping point?
And over and over.
This is a tipping point.
And over and over.
Breaking news, President Trump off the rails.
It was the beginning of the end today.
The beginning of the end.
It reminds me a lot of the last days of Nixon.
Breaking news tonight, new bombshell.
This is the beginning of the end. The beginning of the end.
The walls are closing in.
The walls closing in.
The walls closing in.
Breaking overnight bombshell.
This is a very dramatic day, and I think it might be near a tipping point. Do you think this is a tipping point?
This is unbelievable. This is remarkable. Have you ever seen anything like this?
His presidency is crippled.
December 1st, 2017, you can mark it down. This is the day that everything changed.
We begin with the bombshell.
The beginning of the end?
The beginning of the end.
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 The beginning of the end?
In fact, if this were a football game, we're in the third quarter. May even be the beginning of the end.
We begin tonight with the bombshell. Donald Trump is in a lot of trouble.
Trump is in trouble.
The president will resign.
Another hour, another bombshell.
This is a tipping point.
Trump's going down.
This president could be impeached.
I do not think the president will serve out his term. Resignation. I don't think this president is going to serve out his term. Mr. Trump will not serve out his term. He will not serve out his term. No way, no how. Breaking news.
Absolute bombshell. I think Donald Trump is in trouble.
Donald Trump is not. He's done. And it's over. It's over.
The walls closing in.
The walls closing in. This is going to be the Achilles heel.
Breaking news tonight. I expect Trump to depart.
This week will be the watershed week.
Trump is in big trouble.
Trump's in a lot of trouble.
It's a sign of a terrified old man who feels the
walls
closing in.
The walls
are increasingly
Closing in on him.
Tonight, the walls
are closing in.
today changed everything. This is the beginning
of the end.
Today, the biggest
tipping point for the Trump administration.
What a historic day. The bombshells, they fell.
It's entropy and it's crumbling internally.
He's underwater. He feels the walls closing in.
Could his testimony be a turning point?
We may be at a tipping point.
It's the beginning of
The end.
The beginning
of the end.
Another bombshell.
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 Bombshell. Bombshell.
Bombshell.
Bombshell.
Bombshell.
This is a bombshell. It is a bombshell.
I am beginning to resent the word bombshell.
So that, oh my God. So it's 2017 to 2018. So every day,
they were,
and by the way, beyond, they said that so like holding in a sneeze.
They're still saying it. They're still saying it. That's why I showed you this.
Oh my God.
They're still saying it.
It must feel like how, Sting would hold in his orgasms for 3 days, except they did it for 4 years and they never. This is like tantric for them.
This is. They've never gotten to nut. They're still doing this. And then so here's this. A whole 0 people showed up to the massive pro-Trump protest that was supposed to take place outside the FBI headquarters in D.C. today. Oh, you got them. You're right. That's why they're raiding his closet, because they're not afraid of him. That's right. You're right. It's nothing to see here.
He gave the nuclear secrets to Putin is why. You saw Rob Reiner.
So that's the problem with almost all the people that I knew and became friends with in Hollywood, Kurt. I don't know about you, but they all think like this. They started paying attention to politics when Donald Trump became president, and then they thought the Democrats were the good guys, not the cause of Donald Trump.
And that's how Meathead turned into Archie Bunker.
That's right. It's the most amazing character arc ever.
Yeah.
He went from Meathead to Archie Bunker. And so all the people that I used to hang out with in Hollywood, they all think like this. Almost all of them.
They better.
And so, I mean, it's become. Thank God I came to Los Angeles in 1995. So I at least had about 20 good years of without shit livery taking over completely.
The thing that's so annoying is the amount of I don't need to know any more information than the thing that's in my heart right now.
That's right.
And then no self-awareness of how you're that mashup of that is unbelievable. People sat through that all the time.
And that was just 2017, 2018, right? I didn't even think they went into 2019.
And then like a third of those people are Me Too'd out of the business, by the way. How hilarious is that? Chris Metzger, is this the beginning? This stupid face. Is this the end? Where'd he go?
He quit abruptly.
Yeah.
Abruptly. Hey, we're coming to Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Detroit, Los Angeles, Spokane, Tacoma, Denver. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all our tickets for all our live shows. See you there.